Well, we're hoping this next game is as exciting as the last one. This one between the Florida Flight and the Claremont Crocs in the Flight. Also a little bit more short-handed in this ball game, Alvin, but the St. Pete Tide also proved that being short-handed doesn't necessarily have to mean that you're going to take an immediate loss, but what a game last game was. This one, Claremont Crocs come in at 6-3 on the season. The Florida Flight, the #1 team in the FBA, led by Elliot Glegg, are 8-1 this season and still looking to get their 9th and 10th victory. So this will be a good one, led by Brandon Moss, who is the leading scorer in the FBA. He's also the leading rebounder in the FBA as well. Alvin, this team plays big when they need to.
And that's just a testament to the culture they have on that Flight side. Coach Mark King does a phenomenal job of making sure his guys understand where they need to be on the court and their roles on said court. And they are on an upward trend. They're just coming off of a victory against the Winter Park Storm, 110-102, and they just continue. They're trying to continue and build on what they displayed in that game. It was a hard-fought game, low scoring for their sake. And on this side, playing against the Crocs, they bring that intensity, that ferocious defense that they're going to have to deal with for 4 quarters, hopefully. And on the other end for Claremont, they're coming off of a loss to St. Pete in their last week. And they're trying to figure out, against the top team in the FBA, Jesse, they're trying to figure out a way to make things right, make their defense turn into offense, and really generate points.
Moss to start things off up top. Good! Brandon Moss. Well, if he's having one of those games, look out, world, but
tough to beat.
The Claremont Crocs, though, have a guy on their team that has played with Brandon Moss and Steve Toyloy. So the starting lineups presented by Polywealth Management for the Claremont Crocs: Cornelius Reynolds, Kenny Long, Daniel Luna, Cody Hoff, and Steve Toyloy. Here's Elliot Glegg on the right side, no good. And for the Florida Flight, it's Travell Dickerson, Brandon Moss, Elliot Glegg, Terry Cleveland, and they're joined by the big man from Belmont University down low, Adam Waldo. And these two teams came off very close games in both of their last games. Florida Flight beating the Winter Park Storm 110-102. Daniel Luna misses that one out beyond the arc. And the Claremont Crocs came off a tough loss by just 2. They got beaten the last 30 seconds of the game by the St. Pete Tide. Travell Dickerson with a shot on the left side. It's good.
And this is going to be an interesting battle of beef on the block. We got Adam Waldo, who's no slouch of his own, versus Steve Toyloy, the big hoss. So 2 guys battling it out on the block is going to be very interesting. We have Brandon Moss, a prolific scorer, but then we also have Cornelius Reynolds, who's an elite defender.
Moss again for 3. Just off the mark, and Travell Dickerson, a big rebound there. Dickerson fouled again.
Matchups across the board are going to be very interesting. These two teams are a little familiar with each other, and they are complete opposite spectrums. Crocs turn defense into offense, whereas the Flight, they shoot it out early and often.
Elliot Glegg to run the point up top. Throws it to the right, a pump fake by Dickerson. He's called for a travel. 5-0 ball game with 10 minutes and 18 seconds left to go in the first quarter here. So the last game the Flight played, Brandon Moss put up 45 points. No slouch on the other side, though. Cornelius Reynolds had 31 in their loss to the St. Pete Tide. Cody Hoff catch and shoot off the mark. He gets his own rebound underneath. Up with the right hand, it's good. Cody Hoff out of Madison, Wisconsin with his first 2 points.
And when Cody Hoff has a good game, they are slated to explode offensively.
Moss, a step back 3 again. That one's off to the left side. Here's Kenny Long, the point guard for this team with 15 in their last game. Reynolds, the leading scorer, puts it through.
Good job recognizing he doesn't have the alley-oop. Don't force it. Come down with it, go up strong, and get that to fall.
Glegg going right, back to Moss. Moss, quick pass to the left. Adam Waldo couldn't bank it in.
Bank is not open for everybody on Sundays. You got to have a special card.
It's open for Renfrew Forbes Jr. as we saw last game.
He has that card, all access.
Cody Hoff, a catch and shoot three from the left wing.
And Cody Hoff doesn't need it. He's in the upper room where it goes straight in. Great job banging home that trifecta. Early and often, Cody Hoff with a 5-point explosion in the first.
7-5 game. Blake. And Waldo a big rebound. Waldo, hey, the bank is open. When you try a second time on Sundays, he'd choose a different bank.
Definitely.
He went for Bank of America to, anything other than Bank of America.
It's just like the USB. You put it in the first time, doesn't work. Flip it around, doesn't work. You put it in again, the first time it works. Right there, putting it and getting it where it needs to go from that same block, same corner.
Reynolds inside up with the right hand. Gets his own rebound down low. Fighting for a second chance. Cornelius Reynolds going up strong with the big men down low.
Big, strong move. Cornelius Reynolds getting active.
Moss thought Waldo was going to cut down low. A 9-7 ball game. The Claremont Crocs are up by 2. And if the Crocs get a win in this one, that'd be a big win for head coach Maxi Luna. Left side, Daniel Luna dribbling in. Comes to a stop. Long, a pump fake. Now inside to Toyloy. And Toyloy putting it through, lead up to 4.
Kenny Long with the Kyrie's on. Fuego as usual. Doing what he does, getting all the way to the lane, getting a nice little chocolate float to go up.
Moss fouled.
Good safe play. Safe play. You don't want him to just go and detonate at the rim as he usually does, igniting his team and really having a lot of momentum. Instead, get him to the line. That's the only weak point in this game. Get him to the line, force him to earn it.
Now Terry Cleveland will have a seat. Mookie Ambo into the game.
And Ambo has a solid defensive and offensive package from that block. However, it's going to be hard to do those moves on a big fella like Steve Toyloy.
Mr. Steve Toyloy.
Yeah, he's a dude.
He's a man.
Yeah, he's a dude.
The second one goes in. Moss making a pair of free throws. He's got 5 points. He's got 5 of the 9 points for the Florida Flight. Down low. Toyloy. 13-9 the score with 7:15 left to go in the first quarter. Moss again from up top. Off the front side. Then he tried fighting for the rebound, but it was brought down by Toyloy. Left side, Montel Williams throws it just a little bit far. So Mo Williams comes back from playing abroad this season, coming off the bench, but the point guard has looked good every single time we've seen him play in a game this season, but it's good to have him back in his 6 games of play. Averaged 36% from the field, 28% from beyond the arc, and shoots well from the free throw line. Left side, Glegg hits a mid-range 2.
That's a great bucket, rejecting the screen because he set him up so well that he couldn't even get around it. Good job getting to a nice spot, wide open look by Glegg, knocking it down.
Moss inside, down low. Mookie Ambo blocked by Toyloy. Toyloy didn't even jump. He just reached up.
He just reached up and sent that back where it came from and gave him a nice little chest bump to know I'm here all day.
Moss again. And Toyloy a big rebound. Mo Williams inside, Hawk, and a block by Moss. Other side. Moss ahead of the pack. Fouled by David Luna.
Good job by David Luna. Gotta get him off that train track early because, man, if he gets to that rim with a head of steam, Jesse, it is over for your pride. He's going to have these guys rocking and rolling. Good job understanding who has the basketball and what his strengths are.
Moss from the right wing. Looking left. Started by Turner. Steps back. Good!
That's a good bucket because I like that matchup with Turner and Moss. But wow, when he's knocking down those perimeter jump shots, mid-range jump shots, he is such a bad man.
Well, Williams, the catch and shoot. Mookie Ambo, the rebound. We're all tied up at 13, Alvin.
And this is exactly the game we expected it to be, already tied up.
Moss a long three. And Glegg a rebound. Catch and shoot. Mookie Ambo again. And he airballed it. So 6 guys for the Florida Flight, so everyone's in a constant rotation, Alvin. And I started talking about, you know, the factor of being tired at the end of last ball game for St. Pete, and a foul on Adam Longo down low. But the Florida Flight are really going to be battling that towards the end of the game.
And this is going to be even more so because the Crocs, the style of play that they have, it forces you to expend a lot of energy early on. So they're going to keep that pressure on them, force them to use their legs, and that's going to be huge. Rotations are going to have to be early and often. Right now you see Coach King doing just that, getting guys rest they need as often as possible, because later on in the game it's going to prove difficult, especially if you calculate fouls.
Turner's second one is good. Here's Glegg now. 2-point deficit for the Flight. Glegg going left inside. Cleveland to Moss, a pump fake, steps back. Glegg for three. Good! Moss to Glegg. The connection cannot be denied.
Elliot Glegg finally getting back to what we're used to seeing. He's been the focal point of most defenses the past few weeks.
Reynolds, other side for three from the right wing.
Nice answer call by Reynolds, but Glegg finally being able to get activated early on in the game, because usually they're focusing on him and forcing other guys to beat him. Now allowing Glegg to get some shots off.
Glegg a pump fake. Montel Williams on the ground. And that one won't fall.
Jesse, he made him touch the earth. Great move by Elliot Glegg.
Williams, left side, a three. Reynolds is feeling it.
Heating up. That's 2 for 2 on one spot on the right and on the far left side. He could do it from anywhere.
Glegg on the near side. Going to the left corner. Pulls up. Good. Elliot Glegg with 7 points. Tied with Brandon Moss. The Flight trailing by 3.
Elliot Glegg is hooping.
Nicholas Turner inside, up with the right hand, it's good.
And that's a great job by Turner, being aggressive, explosive, so quick when he jumps, gets to the summit before anyone else not getting that one to go in.
Moss down low, powering his way into the basket.
Brandon Moss is going to be very aggressive this game. He got Mom Dukes in the bleachers watching him play, and he is activated.
Reynolds off the front, and Nicholas Turner beat Mookie Ambo to that one. And a steal from Moss.
Pickpocket.
Moss ahead through traffic, throws it left. Glegg another three. That one just rims out. Terry Cleveland fighting for the rebound. Travell Dickerson down low is good.
How about the hard shot on that defensive possession? Brandon Moss with the quick hands, accelerating on the fast break, getting that to his main man, Elliott. And how about Dickerson finishing that one off? Great play by some great players.
23-22, 2 minutes and 45 seconds left to go. An air ball there. Turner saves it. And Dickerson will let that one go out. Daniel Luna, Kenny Long, and Jordan Danawa checking in for the Claremont Crocs. Moss outside the arc. A bullet down low to Mookie Ambo, who lays it in.
Great look by Brandon Moss, facilitating, and how about Mo Ambo catching that rock, that laser, that bullet, and getting it in.
Long fouled by Ambo. So the Claremont Crocs being led by Steve Toyloy and Kenny Long as a timeout is taken on the floor. 24-23. We're back at 30 seconds.
At Envy Labs, we build web applications that start with an idea. They move through strategy and need an outside eye ahead of wireframes and technical specifications. There's design and layout and functionality, but there's also performance, things like accessibility and data visualization. It all comes together for what ultimately is a successful launch. Over the past decade, Envy Labs has built platforms that pair things like data in sports or environmental science. We've built technical training platforms around data science and around network administration, and we've bootstrapped and sold our own product. We are a temporary CTO and an outside specialist in strategy, design, and development. It takes a lot to go from idea to launched web application, but it's all right there in our name. Reach out to hello@envylabs.com and let's take a look at your idea together.
To 23 as Kenny Long misses the first of 2 free throws. He's trying to tie this one back up at 24. Flight are up by 1. And he couldn't convert on either of them.
That's not what you want to see from the line.
Moss has the ball stolen away. Good job by the Crocs. Other side, Kenny Long laying it in, and the Crocs take the lead. Long's first 2 points of the ball game, a 25-24 score. A minute and 50 seconds left to go in the first period. Blake inside, getting around Daniel Luna, now guarded by Kenny Long. Right side, Travell Dickerson, and Denawa the rebound.
Good job by the Crocs, staying stout on that. Excellent display of handles by Glegg.
Reynolds just a little bit strong. Denawa couldn't put it through, and Ambo a big rebound there. Moss, right wing, guarded by Reynolds. The 2 leading scorers for their respective teams. Moss off the front. Kenny Long, a big rebound there, and he goes the other direction. Long looks right. Reynolds, one dribble and puts it through.
That's how you run a fast break. You got numbers, you got guys attacking, spread the court out, and then banana towards the rim. And Kenny Long understanding who got the best hot hand, who got the best chance of making that layup, and it was Reynolds.
Dickerson, free throw line. Dickerson's got 6 points. 27-26, 45 seconds left to go in the first quarter. Daniel Luna inside to Reynolds, and that one just rolls around. Toyloy couldn't get that one to fall. And Reynolds, another big rebound and a foul.
How about the million pump fakes from Steve Toyloy? That's what Brandon Moss does to an offensive mind. It makes you have to hesitate. You can't just throw anything up there because it will get sent back and sent back emphatically. However, Reynolds being the beneficiary of a little too much contact when he was trying to go up with it strong.
Reynolds, good on the free throw.
And Reynolds has just been a steady just breath of fresh air for them. He's been constant throughout his 9 games. He's averaging about 25 points per game, 43% from the field, and he does a lot for them, averaging a double-double with 11 rebounds and almost 2 steals. So does exactly what he needs to do for his Crocs. He knows his role, and he plays it well.
Moss back to Cleveland, and Cleveland a long 3 is what they'll say. Late signal there.
He has a high arcing shot, and it always comes down in. Great job by Cleveland getting that to go in.
He's always cooking up greatness, Alvin. Inside, Daniel Luna gets the shot to fall on time. It's 31-29 as Luna takes us into the break with the 2-point shot made. Second quarter of action coming up in just a second. We'll see what the Flight have left in the tank in just a sec.
Hey, what is up, everyone? My name is Susie, and I'm a full-time partner streamer on Twitch.tv. I've made it my mission to help gamers win in every area of life. So whether it's helping you win in gaming by teaching the latest tips and tricks on whatever games you might be playing, helping you win in fitness through my daily fitness streams, or even just helping you win in your week, we're building genuine community, and we've got a place just for you. So I want to encourage you right now to follow me over at Twitch.tv/SusieLive. I stream Tuesday through Saturday starting at 10:30 a.m. Eastern, and we hope to see some of you soon.
We're here for the second quarter of action. 31-28 is the score. Way to stat correct it over here. It's probably the Terry Cleveland 2, is my guess.
There's a lot of smoke when Terry Cleveland lets that thing fly. Just trying to clear up the air.
During the in-between periods, we had a 2-point shot by Elliot Glegg, not a 3, so the score is 31-28.
That was close on my guess.
I mean, same scenario, different player, but just love talking about Terry Cleveland. He's a very good dude, works hard, good dude on and off the court. Fantastic display of energy right there.
And Moss
Dickerson
gets the steal. Moss the other direction, he's fouled. Oh, and he banked it in.
That's a bucket and a half. He's just so skilled. It's just ridiculous. You foul him early so that way he doesn't get that off, but he still does. It's not going to count, but seeing that go in, it puts a little cold shiver down your spine if you're the Crocs. This is a great matchup.
Moss airballs it to the right.
The Lunatics, one half of the Lunatics, loving that play. And man, oh man, are they a fiery bunch.
Luna. No, sir. Moss, other side foul.
Now, the one issue with fouling him every time he's on a fast break is they thrive on transition buckets. So if you foul him every time, you're going to go very deep into your bench because that's a lot of fouls, guys getting fouled out.
A stolen ball by Luna. Along the other side to Cody Hoff. A pump fake out beyond the arc. Now gets inside all the way to the basket.
Defense turning into offense. Fantastic job by the Crocs. Really letting them have it.
Dickerson to the right. And the big man, Steve Toiloy, number 88, with the rebound, 33-28. Long dribbling in, shot from the right elbow, and Moss the rebound. Moss against Toiloy, that's the matchup we've wanted to see. Up with a flick, no good, Toiloy the rebound. Long pushing ahead, goes up and makes it.
Basketball rules apply. You miss one on one end, the other end's gonna fall. Great job by Kenny Long going into the teeth of the defense and making that one fall. Look at the energy by one half of the Lunatic.
Clegg, inside free throw stripe. That one bounces around and is not good. Cornelius Reynolds going the other direction now. And a steal by Travell Dickerson. And Moss fouled in transition again.
Loving the energy by the Luna Twins now getting subbed for Montel Williams. Great energy defensively, and it's worked so far now with Montel Williams and Kenny Long in. This is going to be an offensive lineup for the Crocs.
Moss spinning outside. Glegg for three. Good! Glegg with 10 points.
You can never leave a three-point shooter like Elliot Glegg open because basketball rules apply. Hand down, man down. Great shot by Elliot Glegg.
Williams, right side, Cody Hoff. Another three on the right side. Cody Hoff is feeling it. He's got 10 points.
Tit for tat. Anything you can do, I can do better. Great job answering back.
Leg on the left wing, gets a screen from Waldo. Now looking left, driving that direction, steps back. And Mo Williams the rebound. 38-31 the score. 9 minutes to play in the second quarter. Reynolds all alone left side. He hits! It's a three-point firing show for the Claremont Crocs.
Cornelius Reynolds is just a baller.
Moss powering his way inside.
But Moss is a phenom. Cannot stop Moss in transition, and that is no exception.
He's gonna get buckets regardless, but it's just how many are you gonna limit him to? Long to the left. Hoff again for three. He's got that one! This is the best that the Claremont Crocs have shot from beyond the arc all season. Alvin, they are a 24% three-point shooting team. Have to be shooting above the 60% threshold here on this one.
Well, the stars are aligning. Maybe it's the mascot. They brought their mascot in, and that's their good luck
charm. It's like
charm.
alligator version of the Hulk. I guess the crocodile version of the Hulk. My bad. We're in Florida, so
right.
Alligator, whatever.
I was gonna let you slide.
Moss! Excuse me. Toiloy down low. Moss's former teammate making the shot, drawing the foul, and goes to the line to shoot.
And that's a great job by Toiloy. Just the biggest, strongest, and meanest on the court right now, getting that one to go, and the bench is loving it.
46-33. And the flight are starting to slow down. Toiloy makes the three-point play happen. He's got 7 points.
Steve Toiloy is going to be huge for them coming down the stretch with the offensive boards and defensive presence he brings.
Moss left to Ambo. And Montel Williams will take it away, and he'll go the other direction. To Hoff, and Hoff down low, having the game of his life right now. He's got 15 points with 7.5 minutes left to go in the second quarter.
Love to see the ball move with the quickness. Nice tight passing by the Crocs results in an easy bucket with no time left on the shot clock.
Cody Hoff averaging 12.5 points per game this season, already with 15.
Absolutely dynamic.
We're not halfway through the second quarter.
Not even halfway. He's been shooting lights out. He's attacking. He's cutting. He's leaking out. He's doing exactly what the game coach Maxi Luna wanted him to do, and he's filled his role perfectly, and even more. Caught Steve Toila with the camping chair, knitting in the paint. That's a big dude. Just watching him plead his case to the ref, it's just, you know, the size difference.
Are you thinking about what you would be doing if you were the ref right now? Like,
it's just funny because he's sitting there trying to like understand what he's saying, and he's not flinching from it. It's just you have to look up because he's so much bigger. But then it's like usually guys are big and they're slender, but he eats 7 times a day.
Yeah, he's just big and big, humongous.
Yeah, it's just very interesting dynamic when he talks to the ref.
You know who might beat Steve Toila in an arm wrestling match though?
I think I got it, but let me hear it.
Not me.
It's another guy on the broadcast crew.
Toila, a big rebound there. I mean, do I dare say Brandon Parham? And a block by Moss down low.
I take if Brandon Parham can't get it done, I think he gets it done, Jesse. I don't even think we have to bring the big Jer Bear out. I think Brandon Parham silences Steve Toila in an arm wrestle.
Okay, first off, did Jerry, obviously because Jerry could beat Toila in an arm wrestling match, but
any day.
Did Jerry teach that class at the Jer Bear Academy? Because that's another one of the classes that you probably didn't see me at.
And the reason why is because it was an elective, right? So it was an elective class. You were out surfing, doing whatever you do with the sun.
I was not a big fan of any of the electives at this place, I'm not going to lie.
But this is where... So
why did my parents even sign me up?
I don't know. You skipped half the time.
I wasn't even there. And a loose ball foul.
But the interesting part about this elective course is it taught you brute strength. Jer Bear obviously was Professor X in that situation. But Brandon Parham, he came in, he was like the TA for a couple of lessons. So watching him versus Steve Toila, watching him dust off some of the old cobwebs on that arm is going to be really nice. I haven't seen that since my 3rd semester.
Okay, Alvin. All right. 49-34 is the score here. Williams up top, and Moss the rebound. Moss inside, fouled again. And he made another basket. Wow.
It's interesting because it's hard for them to tell that it's continuation because it looks so lanky. However, if he gets hit, but he's still in it, he's putting it up after his second gather. So very interesting.
Timeout taken by head coach Mark King. His team trails by 15. It's a 49-34 ball game. Flight. The fatigue factor is starting to kick in. We'll see how much longer they can go.
OMW, on my way to you. Good at what I do. I'm OMW. OMW, on my way to you. Good at what I do. I'm OMW. On my way, on my way. OMW, on my way to you. Good at what I do. I'm OMW.
So Brandon Moss back at the line off of, or not at the line actually, which is the controversy we're seeing right now in front of us because his gather steps are so long, it makes it hard for the refs to see, and they actually corrected it. He is, in fact, shooting 2, and that's a testament to the great officiating crew that we have thus far. But the Flight are just on a roll, but the Crocs are not letting up.
Is it because he was in the no? Because if he was in the continuation, it would have been. So it's 5 team fouls on the Claremont Crocs. So the Florida Flight are in the bonus.
So they are. You're 100% correct. However, I would have liked to see that be a continuation. So my other point is still correct. It's just.
Oh, absolutely. I was just helping you out there.
That was a great call.
Cody Hoff down low between the legs of Steve Toilo and goes out.
He nutmegged Toilo and he nutmegged Reynolds. That's how about that pass?
He's got to play the lottery now.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, actually not really,
$1 million waiting for him.
he was trying to pass it to his teammates and he nutmegged them on accident. So I don't think I would gamble right now. You put your life savings on red, and it's 100%
that is one class
black.
I did take at Jeremy Academy.
Gambling. There you go.
No, it wasn't gambling. It was live betting.
Who was the TA for that one?
That one inside, no, go on the Blake shot, and then Roos saw the rebound. That one was actually, it was co-taught. We had 2 professors for that one. It was Coach Fedora King, but then he checked out because he had a million other things to do. And then Jer Bear took over.
So there you go. You got coached by 2 of the GOATs.
Yeah, exactly.
In the FBA. Sign up for Jer Bear Academy.
Williams fouled on the inside. Under 6 minutes to play in the second quarter. 49-34 is the score.
Montel Williams has been someone they've missed over the last few weeks. His steadfastness, his ability to facilitate and just be that leader on the court has been truly missed by the Crocs. Glad to have him back and active early in this game.
Williams, the second one goes in. And you know how when we were talking earlier about, a lot of lookalikes and everything in this league, and Jason Rousseau, obviously Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, right?
In West Philadelphia.
Brandon Moss throwing it down. Moss with 13 points.
Throwing down a sack of potatoes so quick we couldn't even bring out the air fryer to fry it.
What? First off, I know, but first off, I'm trying to think about that. Why would you air fry a potato? Daniel Luna right side for a long 2.
Great job, and one half of the lunatic is activated. Great shot, but he shot it quick enough, or he threw it down quick enough, we couldn't chop it up to throw it in the air fryer. You see, because it was that quick, it's a sack of potatoes. Usually you get a sack of potatoes, you chop them up, and you throw them in the air fryer to fry it. For fries. You never made fries in the air fryer, Jesse?
No, I can't say I have. I thought you just put them in the oil, the deep fryer.
But that's where the air fryer comes in, because you can do it in the air fryer. And
is it as good though?
It's pretty.
Because okay.
It's actually.
All right, I'm gonna have to try some air fried French fries.
And now, if everyone who makes French fries out of an air fryer, please say Alvin sent you, so I could probably get a check. I'm in college, I love a check from the air fryer company.
Can you name an air fryer company right now?
Absolutely not. But air fryer in general, they're up right now. Stock's looking great. They're trending upward.
What? Because you mentioned it?
Because that sounds delicious. Tell me that does not sound fantastic. As Nat
Turner banks it home,
and he's so aggressive. He's getting downhill and he's lobbing these things up, these chocolate floats where no one can reach it. Very aggressive play. He's gonna have himself a game. But I'm still thinking about fried French fries. I can't even get it out. It's my stomach.
Down low, Turner again putting it through.
Nice 4-point swing for the Crocs, and that's off the back of Turner.
A 20-point game.
And where did the time go? Both guys are playing very well. However, the Flight just seem to have a clear advantage.
Blake gets 2 shots. 4 minutes and 18 seconds left to go in the second quarter.
Now, we have to go back to that first statement you made, because, yes, we know Fresh Prince of Bel-Air has made an appearance. We're in West Philadelphia, born and raised on the playground, where he spent most of his days. But we have another comparison where who else is a lookalike?
I was just thinking that. I can't seem to place anything right now, but it'll come to me. Do you have one in mind?
I don't. 'Cause obviously, no. Yeah. We'll think of it.
David Luna, back to Montel Williams up top. And Moss a big rebound. Moss inside, up with the right hand. And Turner a big rebound. Williams to Turner, fouled. And he'll go to the line.
Good thing about the Crocs, they understand each other. They have very good chemistry. And they understand that Turner, when he's attacking like that, he's cutting so aggressively, get it to him early. And they've gotten it to him in that same spot for the past 3 or 4 of his buckets. And every time he gets it, he has sure hands, he's aggressive, he goes up strong, and he finishes outside of getting fouled. And right there, you see him get fouled, but that's what you want to see. Ball movement, ball rotation, getting guys in their spots.
Oh, I actually have a look-alike. Here we go. All right, Turner makes the second one. Terry Cleveland and the Claremont Crocs guy over here. Mascot. 3 missed. Waldo, the second chance, it's good.
Waldo with the tenacious ability on the offensive boards. I am just
Terry
blown
Cleveland
away.
And the Crocodile Hulk. Oh, Turner a rebound. Tipped away. Reynolds recovers. David Luna with a foot on the line. And Elliott Glegg a rebound. Glegg left wing. Dribbling in, left side. Pulling back. Ball tipped around. And David Luna pulls that one down. Reynolds running the floor up with the left hand. He clanks it off the left. And a big rebound there by Adam Waldo. Cleveland to Moss. Moss fouled.
Moss just does a great job of getting to the line because when he's aggressive, you can't do anything but foul.
And since we started talking about air fryers and lookalikes and Jerry's like boarding school academy, the Claremont Crocs go on a run and they're up by 16 with 2 minutes and 53 seconds left to go in the second quarter. Moss' second one is good. So the flight in the bonus. Mo Williams goes left. Ooh. To the right corner. Up top, inside. One dribble from Toyloy. The big man spins and makes it.
Wow. He is a walking mismatch. Nobody can hang with him on that block right there. Adam Waldo was the one getting dominated on that possession.
Moss. No good on that one. Here comes Kenny Long. Long dumps it over left. Inside. Toyloy, or excuse me, Turner blocked by Moss.
Great job elevating, but they have another attempt.
Toyloy going in strong and a travel.
Steve Toyler letting them know that they're moving him because he's so big. They're very aggressive. And this is something we see an issue with in all levels of basketball. You see it in high school, you see it in the minor leagues, you see it in the pros, where when you're big,
Moss cradling and kissing it off the glass.
I thought he was going to tear the rim off. I got excited. But when you're big and you're strong, you don't get calls. And right there, he got called for a traveling violation when he was banging with another big fella. So trying to make sure the refs are aware of that.
Moss, another nice little flick in, and Alvin's heart started to race there for a second, so Moss nicely put it through the basket.
I want Brandon Moss to get mean, get angry. You're down 13. It's a very winnable game, but I still just want some highlight dunks. Glutton for dunks.
Is that your favorite part of basketball?
100%. Crossovers, dunks, and nice threes.
Turner over Moss from the left block.
Turner's having himself a game, being activated early and just hustling, making sure he's open and forcing his teammates to give him the ball.
62 to 47, 45 seconds to play in the second quarter. Massa 3 over Toyloy. He'll get his own rebound, give it over to Glegg, and Glegg will now try one left wing. That one just misses off the back. Terry Cleveland, a good rebound. And a loose ball foul. That one goes against Adam Waldo.
One half of the Luna twins doing a good job of getting a foul call. Both twins very passionate when they play the game of basketball. Like to do a lot of things to get under their opponent's skin. And when they do, they let you hear about it. Love the game that they bring to the table on a daily basis. And right there you see them work his magic one more time.
David Luna from the line. It bounces in. And the second one is good as well. So David with 2, his brother Daniel with 4.
Right now giving full court pressure, trying to hold on to this lead.
64 to 47. Glegg, left side, back to Dickerson. Dickerson, Cleveland, Moss. And an offensive foul on Elliot Glegg. 16 seconds left to go in the second quarter. A 64 to 47 game. Both teams in the bonus. So here's Montel Williams. We'll run things up top. No look pass down low. Toyloy. Blocked by Moss. Mookie Ambo the rebound. And a turnover. Down low. Toyloy at the end of the second quarter will throw it down and he gets ticked up. So a technical on Toyloy there. And now a free throw for Elliot Glegg, who puts it through. 66 to 47. I think that's actually something we are adding to the course load at Jerry Bear Academy, is how to get a technical.
Yeah. And there's a lot of guys who are doubling up on that class in this league. We're seeing a lot of technicals called, and has been recently in the latter half of the season.
The amount of Moss, and the flight cannot get a shot off in time. 66 to 47. The Florida Flight have not been able to find much of a rhythm, even though they only have 6 guys. The Claremont Crocs, it has been their show all of today, and they're having a lot of fun. So stick with us. The second half of this game and our Sunday night game of the week coming up in just a little bit. 66-48 the score. Cody Hoff left side, off on that one, and Steve Toiloy trying for a putback. And Steve Toiloy making. Well, welcome back to the second half of action. A quick score there by the Claremont Crocs. We are joined, as always, by head coach Barry Mostel of the Winter Park Storm to talk about your game for a sec. Coach, tough loss. Double overtime, our first double overtime game this year. I just want your initial thoughts on what happened.
Well, I think that first off, we really didn't start to play basketball till the second half. Then we did. Beating the offense down the court, getting ready. Our 1.5 started working well. And then I just recognized that if we switched offense and went to that double screens, that would open up the floor. We were down 11, we came back and actually took the lead. So I thought we had him then, but I'm not sure what else to say.
So
we made it exciting.
You made it very exciting. Everyone in
more people will watch the stream now because of double.
Oh, absolutely, 100%. Yeah. Also, something I will say is I have to ask you a little bit about that timeout call with 8 seconds left. Dominic Douglas had the ball.
I didn't call that timeout.
Yeah.
I told them after the game when we were outside, a player is never again to call a timeout. With 4 seconds left, Dom had the ball. The court was wide open. So I felt like let's let him use right then. That would have been the time, not allow the other team to get ready defensively. But it didn't happen, and it's over.
And it's the tail
on
of the tape.
To the next.
Yeah. So,
but don't give up on us. We get stronger every week, and we got 2 weeks now. Patson will be back.
And that's one thing we were noticing you guys were missing earlier was just that big man presence down low to rim protect, because a lot of the shots that the St. Pete Tide made were inside. And you guys were shooting the ball very well from beyond the arc. Cam Jackson.
27 points.
27 points. He came alive, and a lot of the guys on your team really were believing in each other at the end of that fourth quarter run. But, looking ahead to next game now, since you brought it up, what is the first thing you guys are going to work on when you get to practice?
Well, I've got a drill where I've got our 5 starters together. I have the other team take the ball out of bounds and race down the court. Our 5 guys have got to be at the top of the 3, ready to play defense. We'll do that drill over and over again until they get it down perfectly. We'll work on that, and then probably, well, we played our 1.5 fairly well, but probably, here's the problem. Defensively, we will work on, when a team has the ball, let's say on the left side, we've got to protect the weak side. Otherwise, we're giving up 3-pointers. So we'll work on who's ever on the weak side, getting a couple steps closer. And a few other things, and I bought a special shirt for today. It didn't do any good. I'm not going to rip it up because it costs too much.
I mean, I'll take it if you want. It's a beautiful color.
Yeah, thanks. Well, I'm never wearing it again.
Well, allow me to take that off your hands. Absolutely. Coach, thank you so much for joining us as always. And
always a
we
pleasure.
really look forward to you guys next game as always.
Thank you.
That's head coach Barry Mostel of the Winter Park Storm. And Alvin, speaking of head coaches, you got a chance to talk to both of the ones here. And what did they have to say about their team's first half performances?
So we'll start with the Crocs, since they are having the upper hand in this game. They just want to maintain intensity. They've done a great job of of getting guys in their spots, trusting each other, and this is just the unit that they bring, and they bring this tenacious ability day in and day out, and right now it's manifested, and three-point shooting has been solid for them, and they just want to do a better job of pinching Brandon Moss and forcing him and Elliot Glegg into tougher situations, because on their perspective, they believe that it's really Elliot Glegg and Brandon Moss who's been the real stars for this team. And on the other end, for the Flight, Coach King, he needs his guys to do a little more in transition, and he believes that they're doing too much offensively from a lot of the guys that they weren't game planning for. However, with guys like Cody Hoth stepping in and knocking down 15 in the first quarter, that's a lot, and he believes that that's just it's an anomaly. So having them have new guys beat them, forcing other guys in a tough situation, and really changing the game plan tailored towards who's having the hot hand. There's a couple of guys on this roster for the Crocs who have a hot hand, and he just wants to get the ball out of their hands and force other guys to shoot the rock.
Moss with 20 points. A 26-point lead for Claremont. Or so I thought. Cody Hoth from the outside. He's got 20.
And when he's playing like that, it's hard to beat. Earlier in this the beginning of this second half, Cody Hoth hit a nice and one, and right there hits another three. And Brandon Moss going right back, trying to get a layup of his own.
Long, a quick pass to the left side. Cody Hoth underneath, reverse. And banking it home will be Cornelius Reynolds.
They play so well as a unit. Right there, Cody Hoth with the beautiful jelly, misses it. Doesn't matter, Reynolds is right there ready to tip it in.
Glegg inside.
And that's the tail of the tape. The offense has been pouring on from primarily the superstars of this team, Elliot Glegg and Brandon Moss.
Nice take down low inside.
Kenny Long taking him all the way to the rack once again. Very aggressive in this third quarter, just doing it all. They poured it on, 83 points with 8 minutes left to go in the third. An absolute onslaught offensively.
(83-54) the score.
And this is just a tough outing for the Flight. They're understaffed, however, the Crocs are a well-oiled machine.
Crocs look good. Moss, left corner. Elliot Glegg for three. It's good.
They definitely have a lot to be proud of. The drive and kick game of this Flight has been so good. However, they're going to run out of gas soon, and that's something that the Crocs are looking forward to.
Offensive foul. Cleveland fired up.
Ready to go. And hopefully this will transpire to some buckets for him on the other end. Hit a three early on in the game. Want to see him get active. He's a quick guard, likes to get to the rack, does a lot of putbacks, a lot of gimme plays. Want to see him get a little more involved offensively.
Here's Moss. Help you on the arc. Shifts right. Throws it that direction. Fouled by Cody Hoth.
Good job by Cody, sliding his feet, getting in front of him, trying to beat him to a spot, maybe a hair, a split second too late.
So the Flight gave up the most points they've given up in a first half all season against the Crocs in this ball game.
Yeah,
and it'll be the most points through 3 quarters.
That's a lot of points. 83.
With the next 2 baskets made.
Jesse, there's 7 minutes and 10 seconds.
Ooh.
How
Reynolds,
about that?
The steal. Reynolds going the other direction now. To the right corner. David Luna, 3. Luna magic! David Luna with 5 points.
The Lunatics going crazy with the long two. But I really like that matchup. That was off the back of Cornelius Reynolds stealing the ball from Brandon Moss.
Glegg, the turnaround jumper, it's good. Elliot Glegg, the hot hand, 20 points.
And he's someone the Crocs have not been able to figure out.
85 to 59. Toiloy turning around, making the shot. Foul on Waldo.
Too big, too strong. He owns a lot of property in that paint.
So an interesting thing for the Claremont Crocs today, Kyle Clark is not playing. And he is one of their best players. They have 15 points per game. And just adds on rebounds, assists, kind of does everything for them.
They miss him, however, with the short-staffed flight. Not really, because they are doing a great job of picking up his slack and pouring it on offensively, making those plays, next man up mentality.
Moss inside up with the right hand, and the second chance is good.
Brandon Moss getting activated, and you love to see it. Head full of steam, relentless pursuit of the basketball.
Left side, Hoff. That one's off the mark. Here comes the leading scorer in the FBA. Gives it over right, Dickerson. Just short, Terry Cleveland, a big rebound. But he stepped out.
Things looking a little grim for the Flight. Down a lot in this third quarter.
Mo Williams catch and shoot. Good!
They are just making shots. Good contest by Elliot Glegg, but Mo Williams even better offense.
The Flight down by 29. Terry Cleveland off the backside of the rim. Mo Williams on the far side. Will pull up right there. Heat check.
Heat check, also airmail. So the heat check was sent via airmail.
I love the way your brain works. A 90-61 game with 5 minutes left to play in the third quarter. Moss full steam ahead. Gets his own rebound and is fouled.
And honestly, that works. Give Brandon Moss the ball, get out of his way, let him figure it out. And when they do figure it out, kick it to Elliot Glegg, let him shoot a three. and then
it's a good game plan, honestly.
It's a pretty good game plan. And then whenever they start filling that out, let Javale Dickerson get an ISO, get his mid-range going. Adam Waldo get some putbacks. Or now Mo Ambo. Terry Cleveland play some defense, get a steal, fast break. I like it.
You have an evil smile.
Because they're short-staffed, there's not much you can do with lineups and adjustments because guys are going to get tired. And that's what the Crocs do. They put pressure on you, force you to get tired, step out, and play them.
Luna again!
Man, he is on fire. Love to see Daniel Luna go crazy. Absolute dynamic display of offense from beyond the arc.
Luna with 6 points. Glegg inside. And Travell Dickerson tried to save that one from going out of bounds. Moss the steal. He's looking the other direction. Moss! Yes, sir!
There it is. High flying, high rising.
And Moss a big block down low. He got way up there for that one.
Love to see that. Turner understanding you got Moss around, you gotta rise up, you gotta throw it down. But Moss letting them know I don't only block layups, I block dunks too. Sending that one back to sender. Man, met him at the summit. How about that basketball, Jesse?
Wow.
Love the aggression from Turner. You see a guy and you try to put him on a screensaver, but Moss not having none of it.
Wow.
This is a rivalry game.
Yeah. Moss for 3. Tipped around, and as you call him, Alvin, the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, puts down the rebound. Kenny Long inside, out to Mo Williams. He pump fakes, brought it by Cleveland, a rope down low. And underneath again, Turner is fouled.
Just love how he's played this game. Very aggressive, and he's finishing everything. And another thing, if you look at the scoreboard, you would assume a different game is being played. However, you look at how these guys are playing, how they genuinely fight, they genuinely battle each other. It does not reflect the scoreboard. These guys, this is a new game for the Crocs. This is a new game for the Flight. They are just every play trying to dominate their opponent, and we're seeing that right now. Aggressive play from Nate Turner, even though they're up a bunch.
Turner with 12. 94-65. Moss dribbling around the traffic of Kenny Long. Quick pass left side, catch and shoot. Travell Dickerson. Just a little bit strong. Broussard going the other direction. That one's tipped around. Outside. Mo Williams coming to a stop. And Claremont is happy to have him back at 3 in the face of Cleveland. No. And Reynolds a good job of fighting for the rebound, but he just tips it out.
Wasn't able to get his hand on that one. But love that they get so many second chance possessions.
Timeout on the floor. 3 minutes and 3 seconds left to go in the third quarter. 94-65 the score. We'll be back in just a sec.
Fries and shakes Oviedo Mall. Best burger you'll ever eat. It's worth the drive.
Coming out of that break, we are witnessing the Crocs firing on all cylinders. Everything is falling, shots beyond the arc, getting into the lane, doing exactly what they want to do. And on the other end, the Flight are scratching and clawing, trying to make this a game.
Clegg up top. Misses that one. Nicholas Turner the rebound. Here's Broussard. So now, Mo Williams. Inside Kenny Long. Dribbling into the twin towers of Ambo and Moss. Now bounce pass down low. Baseline cut by Cornelius Reynolds, who puts it through.
Look what I found. A cutting Cornelius Reynolds in his natural element, slashing, dashing, and getting the lefty to fall.
Clegg. The flip is good.
Bringing that to within 29-point deficit.
A steal created by Moss, but then the Crocs get it back. Broussard took that one away. Cornelius Reynolds rising. and Moss pulling down the rebound. 1:45 to go in the third. Glegg, pump fakes right, now looks left.
Good job fighting over the screen by Kelly Long.
Ambo, an air ball. I think this is the most quiet we've seen Coach Mark King pretty much ever, like,
yeah,
of all time.
The only person he has to talk to is Adam Waldo on the side and coaches. So there's not really much for him to do outside of, try to get the justice as he can when they're coming down. Just a real unfortunate spot and a really unfamiliar territory for Coach King.
(96-67). 1:15 to go in the third quarter.
And this is not what we expected out of this game. Definitely would have assumed this would have been an overtime game, just because the two histories of these two teams, granted, it's been one-sided with the Flight winning the other contest that they've had previously, but the style of play from both sides, you have an offensive team really through and through with the Florida Flight, and a true defensive team with the Crocs that can also score as well. You got guys that can really put the ball in the hoop with the best of them. Seems very matched up, but when you're very short-staffed, it's hard to do what you're accustomed to doing.
Moss ahead to Cleveland. Cleveland up to Moss, and Moss couldn't flip it in. Under a minute to play in the third quarter, 96-69. Mo Williams, right side, now to the left. Rusai, that one rolls around and no good. Turner with the rebound, Turner the putback.
Good job by Turner once again, being just an absolute monster on the offensive glass. Once again, getting it to go up and in.
Glegg left side.
That's a nice jumper. Baseline, falling away. Elliot Glegg is in his bag.
Elliot Glegg with 25 points. Hoff inside, no. And the second chance, that one's off, and he gets it a third time. And Cody Hoff with 22 points, Alvin.
That is not what you want to see. He had a couple attempts point blank at the rim. That's not acceptable.
100-71. Glegg left side again. He got to his spot and he loves it from right there. 10 seconds left to go in the third quarter. 100-73. Mo Williams up top will get the last shot for the Claremont Crocs. Now throws it right. Kenny Long. And we'll call that one a pass. That is the most points that the Florida Flight have given up through a third quarter, both through this season and their last championship season. So let's see what they can bring in the fourth quarter, but the Claremont Crocs running away with this one, trying to get one more win in that win column, going towards their playoff push. We'll be back in 50 seconds.
Unbelievable.
(100-73 is the score. This is the last time that these two teams will play each other until, presumably, the playoffs. Terry Cleveland misses a shot off to the left side there as we get set for our fourth quarter action. Jesse O, Alvin Delvey, Jerry Pettit, Brandon Parham, and the whole crew, Cody Hoff on the left side. Cody Hoff with 25 points as the clock ticks down here in the fourth quarter.
Wow. Just wow.
But a playoff preview we have here, Alvin. Glegg off to the right. And Long the rebound. Long, left side, now steps back. It's good.
Just bottom of the net on one side, and on the other side, it's just tough. Buckets are hard to come by.
Glegg rolling left, that direction. Travell Dickerson for three. And Ambo fighting for the rebound against Toyloy. Hey, as long as you have someone who wants to go up against Toyloy,
be my guest, but doesn't necessarily mean you're gonna come out victorious. I mean, if I'm playing a game, yeah, I'll go up against him, no doubt. Like you gonna get. I'm gonna find a weakness, but I mean, it's unfortunate. There's gonna be a huge size advantage, and it's kind of tough.
A missed shot there. Toyloy inside and put back by Toyloy.
And the issue with the flight right now is that they're doing a good job. Like if you look at the scoreboard, fourth quarter, you got 73 points at the start. It's pretty good. That's pretty solid. You're on pace for 100. However, on the other side, they have 105. And
a shot made outside the arc.
That's a nice
by Elliot Glegg.
Fantastic display of offense by Elliot Glegg. But the scoreboard has Mark Fedora King looking a little uncharacteristic. However, when we talk about lookalikes as a great take by Kenny Long, we got a lot of lookalikes right now, and if the camera would be so kind to pan over to Mark Fedora King, he's looking like the Bernie Sanders meme that we've seen circulating over the internet during quarantine.
Moss off to the right on that one, 109 to 76. 9 minutes and 40 seconds left to go. Down low, Moss with the block. He'll throw it ahead, Glegg. Now left side, Glegg for three! Elliot Glegg with 28 points. No, make that 33. If I can count. 109 to 79, still a big deficit for the flight, but Elliot Glegg, maybe this will start something for him going into the latter part of the season. Kenny Long off balance, fouled.
And Elliot Glegg has just been a steady constant for this offense. 33 points and to start the fourth quarter. Absolute phenom for them right now. He's been a very hot hand, and that gives Coach King something to look forward to in the future. When you have all your guys, you have everyone well rested, and you got guys ready to play, ready to show up. You could do more with lineups, and you could throw different looks at the other team. It makes it fun. But knowing that you have a guy like Elliot Glegg, who regardless of what's going on, regardless of how many people's on the bench, regardless of what you're asking him to do, you know he's going to give his all night in and night out, and that's something as a coach you can really relish in.
The other Luna twin from up top, Daniel gets that one to fall. He's got 6 points.
Daniel having at it right now. I'm loving the play we're seeing from both of these Luna twins, the lunatics, to say the least.
No, I'm Dirty Dan. How's that for SpongeBob?
Who's gonna get the first 10 to break 10 points? Who do you have your money on?
Dirty Dan.
Dirty Dan?
Daniel Luna.
Okay, I like it.
They're both tied at 6 points right now.
I'm loving the play from the Luna twin, the Lunatics.
You love that, huh?
I love it, absolutely love it. And I'm loving how Coach Mark Fedora King is really looking like Bernie Sanders on this sideline right now. Very outstretched, very chillaxed. Because he understands what this means. You're in a position you've never been before, but guys are learning.
Moss with 30, other side, Kenny Long, mid-range jumper is good.
That is a bucket and a half by Kenny Long. Getting in and out of his dribble so fluidly to knock down that shot. Wow. And how about that defensive effort by one half of the lunatic, Daniel Dan the man.
Left side. Dan the man hits the mid-range jumper. He's at 8 points. Alvin, I could be beating you right now.
Well, guess what? The other half is about to sub him out. So.
Maxie, come on, man. I didn't have a talk with their head coach of the Claremont Crocs. Elliot Glegg, left side. No good. And Toiler the rebound. Cody Hoff stepping back, corner 3. He gets his own rebound again. Second time. Won't be the charm. Moss, full steam ahead. He's fine.
100%. He's a tough kid. He's playing hacky sack with the ball. He's 6'11". He could just toss it up there. No one could get it. And
might as well.
Yeah, he's got a head full of steam. You just cannot let him detonate at the rim like he does. But how about this play from Elliot Glegg? Just been phenomenal, shooting from all 3 levels and just doing all he can to will his team, but to no avail.
Love his play, though.
Love his play. Something to look forward to in the coming weeks, especially when they go make their playoff push.
Wait, are you kidding me? We took out Daniel Luna?
Yeah, I told you. Good luck. Dan the man. No, it's David time. It's time for David to light it up.
Brandon Moss down low inside.
Does what he wants on the block. Not even facing his torso wasn't facing the goal, and he's able to just toss that up and in like it's nothing. Just gets buckets, a true bucket getter, if you will. Please give it to David. I need him to get a bucket.
Down low, a foul. Toilet shooting 2. He wanted to make that one.
Or give it to Steve. Pretty safe bet.
Yeah. Biggest guy on the floor.
just throw it to him.
Pound him down low.
That's a cheat code.
Yeah.
That's really a cheat code because you give it to him. There's 2 cheat codes: Steve Toiloy and Brandon Moss.
Yeah.
Those are the 2 cheat codes that we have in this game so far. Come on, David.
I came up with a name for my looted twin. You gotta come up with one for yours.
David. That's a tough one.
I know.
You're the nickname, man.
I am, but
you know, your role.
I mean, he's your guy, so I got mine. Glegg right in front of the free throw stripe. 35 points for Elliot Glegg, but the Flight trailing by 30. Cody Hoff inside, couldn't get that one to fall. Toiloy, there's your guy Alvin, left side, left elbow, and Cody Hoff. Should have just taken Cody Hoff.
Yeah, that's a cheat because he had 15 in the first quarter. Like
that is true.
Cody Hoff was lighting it up to start the game.
Moss way downtown.
Way downtown.
Moss
from
also
shots
with 35 points. So Elliot and Moss with 35 points. More than half of their team's total.
And guess what Montel Williams wanted to do? He wanted to join the shot party, banging home a trifecta of his own.
Moss another 3. Terry Cleveland the rebound. He couldn't make the putback. Here's Cody Hoff. Going right and fouled. Keeping the ball away from David.
And it's unfortunate. It's really unfortunate. However, it's the first to 10, man, so.
I'm at 8 right now. And by I mean Daniel. Dirty Dan.
Dirty Dan. Wow.
It was like the opposite of Mermaid Man and Barnacle Boy. It's like Dirty Dan and someone else in SpongeBob.
I love that episode of SpongeBob with Sandy Cheeks.
Yep.
Getting all mad.
Moss down low, puts it through.
And that's what you love to see. Exciting play from the Flight, trying to will their way to really break this 30-point curse they've been summoned with.
Toiloy against Moss. Toiloy the fadeaway. Traveled. So the turnover on Toiloy. 120-90 is the score. How about we just divide everything by 10 and, first to 21. That could be kind of fun.
That would be crazy.
There's the FBA All-Star Game rule right there. Done.
I like it.
Once someone gets to 120, you divide by 2 both scores, and it's first to like 21 or something. That's kind of how the NBA does it a little bit, but I mean it's actually very different. But
I mean they have their own rules.
Yes.
All-Star Game is purely for fun, just trying to get guys to really just have highlight plays.
We will be having an FBA All-Star Game this year,
and
the first of its kind.
Looking forward to calling a great and exciting game.
Other direction. Here's Mo Williams. And Williams, the bank shot to Cornelius Reynolds. Cornelius Reynolds with 22 points. I was going to say a low scoring game for Cornelius Reynolds, but
yeah, okay.
a cool 22 points. If I could score 22 points in, you know, any professional league, I'd be happy.
Looking how casually he gets his 22 is just, it's crazy. He's doing so and he's picking up the best player in FBA offensively. No small feat.
Rebound taken away from the flight. The Crocs. David Luna inside. He's got 8.
Love to see it. We are knotted up. And it's the Fresh Prince coming in, so I know we are good on my end.
Oh, you don't know that for sure.
One more bucket.
Oh.
David, I need one.
So here comes a 4-person substitution for the Claremont Crocs.
No, David, don't go there. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no.
There's no way we end the half. There's no way we end up tied, Alvin. Come on.
Why would we make this wager?
Oh, man.
This is real. My palms are sweaty, knees
Catch
weak.
and shoot from Elliot Glegg beyond the arc is good.
That's what he's doing. He's slated to have a 40 ball. Elliot Glegg pouring it on.
He's at 48.
Oh, my.
Kethy, no good.
A 50 ball.
Rousseau, off the mark.
Weather's a little different in Central Florida compared to West Philadelphia, where he was born and raised.
Elliot Glegg lethal for mid-range. He's at 40. He had a 50-point game earlier this season, 54 points actually.
And that was a blowout as well. They were just on the opposite end of it.
Rousseau inside, blocked by Moss. Rousseau out to Williams, lining it up and hitting the 3. Wow.
That's what you get with the rivalry game. No punches are being pulled. They are pouring it on, and they intend to do just that. If they could break the scoreboard, they will.
3.5 minutes to go. Leg, right wing 3. Oh my goodness!
Wow. Wow. You cannot put any of the blame on him.
Montel Williams right back. Just let everyone shoot 3s the rest of this game, please.
ISO, Montel Williams, Elliot Glegg,
3-point
to the death.
Everybody else clear out.
They are just phenomenal.
Glegg, a few steps inside, free throw stripe. Good! Elliot Glegg, the hot hand.
Elliot Glegg has just been pouring it on. The last minute and a half has just been Elliot Glegg for the flight. Love to see this from him.
Montel Williams, other side. Glegg the rebound. Now Glegg will push ahead. Throws it down low. And Moss slams it through.
Great job facilitating. Understanding Brandon Moss is cutting, and he has his eyes set on the rim.
Toiloy to Rousseau. Rousseau batted away by Moss. A big block there. And now a 4-on-1. Glegg pulls up for 3. Good! What am I watching? Is this real?
I don't know if this is real. He is single-handedly carrying this team on his back. Every point in the past 2 minutes has been on the back of Elliot Glegg or facilitated by him.
Timeout taken by the Claremont Crocs. 2 minutes and 4 seconds left. Montel Williams and Elliot Glegg doing it back to back to back to back on all of the last possessions.
World where one girl goes on endless adventures. gives you unbelievable toy unboxings, does insane food challenges, and plays way too much Roblox. It's L's Adventures. Subscribe now. Do it. Why not?
.130 to 105 is the score. Down low, Kenny Long gets hit in the head and goes to the line. Wow.
How about Elliot Glegg in this fourth quarter? Just dynamic display of offense, lethal shooting from beyond the arc, does not care that they are down 25 in this ball game, just absolutely showing up and showing out. And right now, he has that look in his eye. He wants to score 60, Jesse.
It'd be the first 60-point game in the FBA.
I'd love to see it. I love it. Absolutely love it.
Elliot Glegg is at 50 right now. He's got a minute and 58 to get there. Oh man, how about the Claremont Crocs though? They have been so awesome this whole game. 130 to 105. They're beating the reigning champs. They're going to beat the reigning champs. And this is the last time that these two teams are going to see each other in the regular season. So they split their regular season matchups now. It'll be interesting to see them down the line.
And this is just a testament to Coach Maxi Luna and what he's instilled in his team with his brothers, the Lunatics, and just Steve Toyloy, Nate Turner, the offensive onslaught we've seen from Cody Hoth, Steve Toyloy, just everybody. And that's not to even mention Cornelius Reynolds and what he's done in this game. Everybody playing well, including Montel Williams. Just phenomenal display of offense and just relentless pursuit of victory. And right now, finally getting to see that manifest.
Moss fouled. And it's just fun to watch them play good team basketball.
Exactly.
As traditional Crocs basketball, as they just play like a team.
Move the ball around, get guys in their spots, guys knock down shots. And you see some ISO ball, but it's only when guys are hot.
Moss with the flip up, gets his own rebound, a minute and 36 seconds to go. He's got Elliot Glegg cutting towards him up top. Moss now inside, tries to bank it in, can't get it to fall. Kenny Long, other side. Long into Williams, and Williams couldn't get that one to fall either. So a lot of good matchups today is what we've seen, Alvin, but you know, first game, a little bit more like this. Second game, double overtime. Here we are for game 3. It's an onslaught by the Claremont Crocs. But our Sunday night game of the week is up in just a second, so stay tuned for that. It's the Gainesville Mighty Oaks and the Brevard Bobcats. That should be a good one. Rousseau to the left side, out of bounds. Under 1 minute left in regulation. I'm just going to start saying that because I used to be saying, oh, until the end of the game, then we had a double overtime game, so.
That was crazy. Absolutely.
You just don't even have any words for it, do you?
Madness, pure ridiculousness. That last game. In a game that I did not expect to be that close.
Moss will pull up. Other side, Jordan Danawa, coast to coast. His first 2 points of the game. And the hustle back to play defense. Love that from Danawa.
What a time to be alive.
Glegg Up top, a pump fake, pulls up. That's his first miss in probably 7 minutes of gameplay.
Just been dynamic this game.
Toiloy all the way! 135 to 105. Toiloy is still. Toiloy inside and Toiloy the jam again. So much fun for the Claremont Crocs. 137 to 105. The final score of this game. Alvin, who is your player of the game?
Wow, that is going to be a tough one to answer because we've seen so much guys playing so well, but I got to say Cody Holt, just from that dynamic offensive display early on in this game, giving them that motor, that push that they maintained throughout the rest of the game.
Cody Hoth with 27 points in this one. Cornelius Reynolds, stellar as always, adds on 22, and Steve Toiloy, the big man down low, with 15. That'll do it for our third game of the day here. The Claremont Crocs win this one 137 to 105. The Florida Flight now dropped to 8-2 on the season. Claremont 7-3, so not far off. It's now going to be a shootout towards the latter part of the season between the St. Pete Tide, the Florida Flight, and the Claremont Crocs. Our Sunday night game of the week is on the way in just a couple of minutes. So keep it tuned here on our YouTube and Facebook live streams because we have the Brevard Bobcats and the Gainesville Mighty Oaks both tied around the 4th spot in the standings in the FBA and trying to make a push to the playoffs. 1 second away from that game, but until then, the Claremont Crocs win this one 137 to 105.